All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is that time of the week, folks. It's your week to come and join us here at Good Health Stories and Solutions. And like always, we have Dr. Ronnie here with us. And our topic for today, just so you guys know, first of all, I want to welcome you. If you're here for the very first time, let us know. Put it in the chat. Put a one. Hey, hi, I'm new. I want to know more. We welcome you here. So just know that if you're a special guest of ours tonight, thank you for joining us. And know that this space is here for you to learn how to heal, how to share real healing stories and solutions from experts as well as each other. So it's pretty much a comfort zone here. It's nothing formal, but it's a way for us to connect and really share what has worked in our lives to be able to get better health, right? Who doesn't want
Right,
better health? So I want
right.
to make sure you guys know that. Now, Dr. Ronnie, today's topic is discover the most powerful immune molecule that changes lives, but it's how to support your skin and your health from the inside out. Um, Dr. Ronnie, join me. Please give her a round of applause. She's an amazing doctor out of Martha's Vineyard. We work on other things together, and I'm so privileged and honored to just be your host. I'll be honest with you. I've learned so much from you that I've been able to take it to the people that I speak to out in public. And it's making a world of a difference in a lot of folks' lives. So thank you for sharing your knowledge because it's wealth. Health is wealth, right, Dr. Ronnie?
That's right. That's absolutely right. And today we're talking about the skin. Are we talking about the skin?
Yeah. What is the skin, right? The biggest first defense that everybody has to be able to defend themselves. Honestly, it's completely outside of you keeping all yourself together. If you didn't have skin, your organs would be all over the place, right?
Well,
So
skin is when they say, skin is beauty is skin deep. Do you know what that means? A lot of people don't know what that means. And when we say, beauty is skin deep, it's basically beyond the skin, right?
right.
And so when you look at the skin and you see a healthy skin, you got to think of other things. You got to think of why is the skin so naturally beautiful? Well, it's not the skin actually, it's our cells. It's our we are made of trillions of cells and and tissue and blood vessels and all of that. And we have to feed that. And I think a lot of people don't understand that collagen plays a huge role in skin. Hydration plays a huge role in skin, decreasing inflammation, decreasing oxidative stress. And I'll explain what those things are. And all of these things creates minerals from the food that we eat, creates beauty in the skin. And a lot of people don't understand that we say that the gut helps our brain, but the gut also helps our skin. Because if you don't have good absorption, if you don't have good metabolic what do you say? It's called
Metabolic,
metabolism
the
and
metabolism.
metabolic, and all of these things creates nutrients from the food that we eat and goes skin deep. And you ever seen people that basically they're like 80 or 90 years old and you go, wow, why is their skin so beautiful? But if you really research them and figure out what they did all their lives, we will find that they just ate from the earth. Like my grandmother, she was like an amazing, her skin was amazing. When she died, she was 100 and something. She had all her teeth in her mouth and her skin was just beautiful. But my grandmother never ate things that dried up her skin. She had really good essential oils. And I tell people, when you say essential oils, that word essential means you can't live without it. That's why they call it essential fatty acids, right? And a lot of people don't understand. They go on a low fat diet. Well, when you go on a low fat diet, you are removing the essential oils, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that hydration plays a huge part in the skin. And it creates we want to decrease we want the elasticity to be there. We want life. We want the color to be there. We want so much from our skin. We want the wrinkles to be gone. We want the fine lines to be gone, but yet we don't want to feed our bodies what it needs to create the good skin.
So
It's not just,
would you say, Dr. Ronnie, our skin is kind of a reflection, right, of what's going on inside, but kind of like an analogy, would you say a garden, right? If
yes,
I throw the wrong fertilizer, if I don't water it, what happens to the ground?
that's
It
right.
dries up,
That's exactly right.
right?
That's
There's
why when we look at the skin, we're looking at health, guys. We're looking at health. We're looking at what we are creating inside because, our skin is, our body is a bag.
right.
We're a
Mm,
bag. What
no,
goes on inside is important.
no, I totally agree with you. I believe that. That's why even like, we've said it before, like even stress, which is it's not a thing you can touch sometimes, but it's a thing you can feel, right? It causes people to have breakouts, their stomachs to have twists and knots in them, and they can't even digest their food right, which ends up causing their skin to have casualties. Like sometimes if I have too much stress, I feel it in my arms. I feel this itchiness all over my body. Like it's, you know what I mean? And it's happened over the years. It's not always been that way, but it seems as we get older, right? There's things that change in our body naturally because of the hormone levels. How does hormones play with our skin?
Huge. Hormone plays a huge part. And a lot of people don't understand that when your hormones are all over the place, we have lack of health, we have lack of hydration. And a lot of people, when they have those hormones, of one thing you always hear them say is, my skin looks horrible. The color is bad. And they look stressed. And I think a lot of people don't understand the power of the fact that when we have hormone deficiencies, we have an increase in stress, and that increase in stress causes an increase in the cortisol. And it's basically when we have these out of control hormones, we have what's called a lot of what's called dead skin toxicity. You ever heard
Right.
of dead skin toxicity? Well, have
Mm-mm.
an out of control hormones and see exactly what happens to your skin. And yes, it plays a huge part in the quality of our skin. If I have to say quality of our skin, it's not just the essential fatty acids, it's not just the collagen or the protein. It's we have to have good antioxidants. We talk about antioxidants all the time, right?
Right.
So the antioxidants prevents the oxidative stress in our bodies, which helps the covering of our body, which is our skin. I hope I'm making this simple enough because
No,
it's
you
just,
truly are. You are. And I think it gets down to the root that we might be here talking about skin and how to support your skin, but in reality is it's support your overall health because
yeah,
the outside is just a reflection of the inside,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Thank
That,
you.
I have a question from one of our participants, Rita, tonight. She's one of our guests, and she's asking is there a reason besides age that seborrheic keratosis, I think it's the little skin tags,
Yeah.
occur or develop? I thought that was from rubbing. If you have something that consistently is rubbing on you, is that right or is that wrong
I
or is
think
it caused by?
that's one way, but you also have to remember that a lot of times it's the liver. The liver plays a huge part in the way our skin looks. And I sometimes I can look at someone's skin and already know they have a liver issue.
Wow.
A lot of skin tags, very darkness around certain parts of the body. You could tell when someone has issues with their liver, and you don't have to have a liver disease to have borderline liver issues. It's a whole different thing. Like you don't have
So is it
completely
when you
disease.
talk So when you talk
Mhm.
about liver right now, are you talking that you can visibly see a person that needs to be detoxed?
Yeah,
The liver needs to be
absolutely.
cleansed.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
weeds need to be pulled, right?
That's
Can't
right.
leave the weeds in there
I
and
love
think the
you.
grass is going to
I
be
love
green.
the way you say things. Yeah, because I try not to say it like that. But yeah, that's what you're saying. Yes. Exactly.
You gotta pull the
You can,
weeds.
you can tell. Pull the weeds, guys. Clean up. Clean up your
Right.
liver. Your
You know,
liver will love you and it will show on your skin.
okay, okay. So tell us, I want to know, um, I know there's the immune cell molecule, right? We talk about. How how is supplementation important? I mean, because most of us try to eat right and we try to drink water and we try to exercise,
Well,
but
let
what
me
what
tell
can
you.
we do?
Let me tell you what a lot of people do wrong.
Okay.
A lot of people think that if they put stuff on their skin, that
Yes,
will work. It's not about what you put on top of your skin. It's about what you put in your body that comes and shines through your skin. Like one of the things that I tell people all the time, you know, antioxidants is called antioxidant for a reason. It's because it decreases inflammation in the body. It increases the oxidant power, which helps the oxidative stress to go away. It helps the fine lines like the collagen. All of these things is nutrition that's within the body that shines outside on the skin. And a lot of times people think that they can put all these creams and stuff. That's just temporary. The body's not looking for topical things. The body's looking for nutrition to shine through, to help your cellular space, to help your tissues, to help your bloodstream. You ever seen somebody that their skin just glows and you see the color?
right.
You could put the creams and stuff on for a temporary fix and it works because you look great. But when you wash it off and go to bed at night and look at yourself in the mirror, you just wish that it can look like that all day. And it can, but you have to feed your skin, to feed the bag, the covering that covers us. And
It,
that's
it's so
only with nutrition.
it's so interesting you say that because some ethnicities, I always feel like they have such beautiful skin, like Asian women, like Japanese women. We've been around and they have the Shishido products, and I thought it was the Shishido products that did it for them. Obvious, but they eat healthy.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can't just say that the cream is the one doing it. It's actually the nutrition that they're absorbing, the food that they're taking, the exercise they're doing, the water
Yeah.
they're drinking. I mean, it's so many things that you have to do really truly. And the skin, right? The biggest organ, is
Yes.
that right?
It's the biggest organ. It's an organ, guys. It's an organ. Our skin is the largest organ, and we treat it the worst. I cannot tell you, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The creams and concoctions and potions and all of these things that we put on our skin daily.
Right. My son does rosemary. He puts straight rosemary oil on everywhere, and you should see his skin. It's fabulous. He looks great. And
Yeah,
I
love that.
love our younger generation because they're waking up.
Yes, exactly.
They
Yeah.
are waking up and they're seeing that all these
Yeah.
products have a lot of hormone disruptors in them. They have topical things that aren't good for you. If your
Yes.
does your skin need to breathe, Dr. Ronnie? Because
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we have our cells for. And if you dry brush your skin, guys, and take the dead flakes off, because like I said, dead dead skin is a toxicity. It prevents air, it prevents oxygen, it prevents the breathing, and we need our skin to breathe. It's an organ. And I cannot say this enough. Guys, stop buying the cheap stuff and putting it on your skin. Everything you put on your skin is eating it. Did I say that
mhm,
right? Your skin's
yeah,
eating it.
it's
So,
absorbing it. That's bottom line. It's going
yeah,
into your cellular level
that's
because it's
right.
going through your
Right.
skin.
You
And
just
it's a
look at it.
breathing, living organ, right? I mean, it's
Yes.
absorbing.
Just read what's on the bottle. Do you want to eat that? Because you are. My girlfriend used to always get mad at me, Pam. She's just like, oh, please come here. Let me put some lotion on your legs. I go, oh, no. I don't know what's in that lotion. I said, but you could put some olive oil on my leg because we can eat that. And I know
Even
that's not
tallow.
going to hurt me, but I'm not putting that lotion potion. So I don't know what's in it. It looks good. It smells good, but it's full of chemicals. And your
Hmm.
skin is literally eating it.
Right, right. Omega, somebody put in the comments, Fernandez, a new guest for us, Dr. Ronnie. And she put the Japanese diet is very good in diet. My screen's a little bit off to the side. Oh, lots of good omegas. So there's
That's
good omegas, bad omegas, right? So you want to
I
make sure you
love omega-3 is because we need omega-3. Omega-6 is good, omega-9 is good, but I want to go with what we are lacking in our country. We're lacking omega-3. So omega-3 is really good. And anything that you have like that's made out of real stuff, like the greens and the seaweeds and all of these things. And I know a lot of the countries, not our country, but mostly other countries use these things for their skin, you know? And I think
right,
those are good because it's real nutrients for the skin. That's what we want, real nutrients for our skin. Stop buying the commercial bottled up chemicals.
right. Luckily, at For Life, we have aqua, which is considered chalk face, which is
Yes,
water, hydrated,
exactly.
hydrating,
Right.
hydrating. It's natural. It's very hydrating for you.
It's
Um,
very good and it works really well.
I want people to, before you leave tonight, I want you to tell us three things you need to steer away from. If you truly want to have good skin and beautiful skin and non-aging skin, what are three foods that
I
we should
think
just
I think
completely
that I
avoid?
think that we got to avoid the sugars and the salts and the chemicals and the dyes. And if people stop the diet sodas, it doesn't help. First of all, it doesn't make you lose weight. You just gain it all back. It's full of chemicals. So stop it with all these diet supplies, products that you're drinking and eating because it doesn't work. The body only wants one thing from you, and that's real nutrition. It wants real nutrition to decrease the inflammation, and it wants water. Over 65% of people in our country are dehydrated. What is wrong with this picture that we got to be so dehydrated? You cannot imagine how many people show up in the emergency room and they're just dehydrated.
Yeah,
They give you a vitamin, they don't even put vitamins in it. They just give you some fluids and send you home.
right. Because dehydration gives symptoms of almost feeling like you're going to pass out, right?
They do
It,
pass out. They pass out. And they
right.
go to the ER, they can't find anything, and they go, well, you're dehydrated. Did you drink any water in the last few days? Well, I had a diet soda and some coffee. That's what the last person said. Diet soda and coffee, chemicals and dehydration, and no nutrition. So we're lacking in nutrients, we're lacking in water, and we're lacking in real health information.
Right.
My grandmother had a third grade education and managed to live to be over 100 years old.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
I thank you, Dr. Ronnie, for coming on and sharing your knowledge with us because truly we have to wake up. People need to start really taking their health serious because it's by the time that things are breaking down, they show up to the emergency room and they're passing out, and it's because of water. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Water. You're paying an $800 bill. I do insurance, right? So going into my son just went to the emergency room because he tore his tendon off of his bone. Believe it or not, bench pressing,
Wow.
and ouch, yeah.
Yeah.
And they looked it over as just being a strain, but one of the things that they were saying was water. Like you have to be
Yeah.
very hydrated. Um,
Right.
but the visit for my son when we went, that's where I was going with this. I'm telling you, sometimes my mind goes everywhere. The bill came in the mail. The
Yeah.
girl just seen him, did an X-ray, sent them home. $1,200 later.
Yeah. I
Okay,
know.
so you
Right.
can avoid a lot of emergency room visits and a lot of non-necessary medications if you start focusing on nutrition.
Yes, right. Yeah. And that's all our body wants from us, guys. It never
Yeah,
asks for food or chemicals or soda. Never asks for any of those things. Just real nutrition. And you'll see miracles happen.
yeah. I love it when you come on board and you tell us, is there anything else that we can take? Okay, you said we should take our omegas. You said we should eat nutrition. I mean, real food,
And
protein,
I think a
antioxidants.
lot I think a lot of times people underestimate the value of detoxing And we used to say detox 21 pounds in 21 days so you could lose weight. But we now know that we have to detox for longevity. And that's really sad that I have to say that. But detoxing saves lives because we're so toxic.
Oh yeah. I was reading about microplastics and how they're in everything. I
Yes,
mean, from your Ziploc bag to your plastic bottle to
everything. Right.
everything. And I mean, the less exposure you have to anything that's packaged in plastic.
And my grandmother never opened up a bag, a bottle, or a can. She didn't even have a can opener.
See?
Okay. My kids used to get so mad. I don't want to go to Nana's house. No, we can't eat anything there.
Because it was an actual vegetable in its skin.
Right. She would come like with the vegetables with the dirt hanging down. They would run. She's
I
trying
got
to
the
poison us, Mom.
I'm telling you, it's a mindset, right? It's a
Yeah,
mindset too. Well,
exactly.
thank you, Dr. Ron. Any last words you want to leave our crowd with? It is
Yeah,
5:30 and
I think that, beauty is skin deep. Guys, it's all about what you eat and what you put in your bodies, and that's going to create beauty. That's going to create it. Do your collagen, do your essential oils, do your greens, and detox. Detox at least minimum once a year.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ronnie. Love you and see you till next time. I'm bringing on, don't leave anywhere, guys. We have Claudia coming on and she's going to give us some testimonies and some information on the For Life products as well. So thank you, Dr. Ronnie. God bless. Let's see here.
All
Where you at, my
right,
girl?
I am coming. I am coming. Let me.
There
So
you
let's.
are.
I'm very good. All right. So let's not go off recording yet. First of all, I want to say that this is such a good topic, and I do have Gabriela Daughtry here, and I'd like to know if she wants to say something. But I also want to remind everybody that this is the whole month is going to be about skin. So this first one, and it's one of my favorite topics, is skin from the inside out. I got the, this is the startup of everything. And just like we were saying, it really starts from the inside. I used to have a workshop or talk that was called like that. Start, this renewing yourself from the inside out. It's not about how much weight I can lose or, all the makeup that we put on. It really is about what I can do to start from the inside out. So some of the other products that I want to add to this recipe of success is our aloe vera sticks. Aloe vera, again, one of those things that are, just legendary through everybody's home. And I don't know if in every culture, but Sonia, didn't it happen to you? We're both from Latino grandmothers and moms that you used to have an aloe vera plant behind the door. Then I found out that it's because it's supposed to, something about evil spirits or whatever. But I used to remember, like, behind the door, especially at the farm of my aunt, they would have the aloe vera. But anyway, going into aloe vera is very soothing for all your digestive tract. And so as you start working on that digestive tract to be in better condition, it's going to also help your skin. The other one is prebiotics. Prebiotics is something that you want to start with. Prebiotics is your microbiome at best. So you're starting with just like you were saying, planting properly. So once you have your gut microbiome in order, those healthy bacteria are going to just flourish and you're going to see great skin. You're going to see great hair. Sometimes a lot of people are like, oh, my hair is falling. Start with microbiome, start with probiotics. Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm going to use a shampoo so that my hair doesn't fall. You know what? If your hair is falling, there's a couple of things. First, unbalance of the gut microbiome, and two, too much stress. So again, prebiotics, aloe vera, and Rio Vita sticks. Why do we want to add Rio Vita sticks? Rio Vita sticks is powerful. It's all the antioxidants you need. It's got all those berries. And I was looking at, each one of them the other day with one of our customers. And I was like, it's incredible. A lot of people don't know that Rio Vida actually means river of life in Spanish. It's actually because our founder, David Lisenby, he loves Brazil. And when he chose the acai berry as one of the berries for the for the Rio Vita juice, he also chose a beautiful name for it, which is River of Life. So Rio Vita, some people in English, they call it Rio Vita. It's not Rio Vita, it's Rio Vita, Rio de Vida, which means River of Life. So that name alone should tell you, it's like River of Life through your whole body. The last thing we chose was aqua. And so I want to see if Gabby did come. Let me see, 1 second. Gabby, let me see if I can give her a co-host. If she wants to say something about aqua, if we're not focusing too much on the aqua as the outside, because we're going to have a whole session on that. But if she wants to join us for a few minutes, just looking for Gabby and
I
see
got her.
if you got her.
Yeah.
Gosh,
There
you got me making sourdough.
Nice. So let's talk
I'm gonna
about
have to go
that.
to your house. I want this
Exactly.
sourdough.
Why sourdough? Like that's the thing. How does that help your gut microbiome to get beautiful? Sorry, and for those of you that don't know, let me just introduce Gabby for a minute. Gabby is probably the friend that I have with the best skin ever. Like people actually stop her in the
No.
street. Yes, they do. I've been with you. They're like, how do you get that skin? So what is, your top 3 tips on how to get that beautiful skin and shine like yours?
Well, I do whatever you guys said on the segment. You need to hydrate. You need to take your omega fats. The collagen is really important because collagen is part of us. We need collagen to have healthy everything, healthy skin. It's the glue that, keeps us together, especially as we age. Um, there was something about collagen I wanted to mention, and I just can't think of the one benefit that I needed to share with you oh my gosh, this dog, sorry. But, exfoliation, when you exfoliate, like Dr. Ronnie was saying, you remove all that dead skin. And I exfoliate a lot. I use dry brushing. I do the sauna. And I also exfoliate my face. And the way I do it is I dermaplane. It's a facial procedure that you get done at a spa. But because of COVID, I've been doing it myself. And then you also use your aqua products, which is our volcanic mask. Our volcanic mask exfoliates our face. And those little granules of the volcanic mask, they're polished to the point where they're not going to be so abrasive when you use it. So exfoliation is the key to having soft skin externally. And internally, just hydrate with electrolytes, like Claudia said, Rio Vida. Rio Vida juice, Rio Vida sticks, Rio Vida burst, Rio Vida everything. It's a great antioxidant as well. So we have so many great products that benefit our overall health. Transfer factor, is one of them. So that's basically what I do. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you so much. And before I show the testimonials, I want to see if anybody has a comment, not a testimonial yet. I am going to bring Faye, but we're going to stop the recording and start another recording for private. So does anybody have a comment? Raise your virtual hand. Bernadette, feel free if you want to come here and join us with any comments. This is your time if you'd like to. Yeah, she does. So I want to get some feedback from our newest coach, Bernadette Douglas.
I added the spotlight and asked to unmute. There you are, chica.
I gave her co-host, so there you go.
There you go.
Okay, great. Don't show me again. Sorry, I just had to get rid of stuff on my screen. So thank you so much, Claudia, for having me. This is great to be with what I call the tribe of people.
Yes.
Talking about health and or speaking my language. I mean, this is just amazing. I can't thank you enough for welcoming me to this group and just learning from you guys and then sharing my knowledge, hopefully, so that we could all learn together, because learning never ends, right? Learning, you always continue to learn. There's always something else. And I mean, I just want to thank you for that, because I mean, there's nothing that any of you guys said that I would say, no, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's all, everything you said is spot on, right? So, and I mean, just, you know, a little bit about me, like supplements, I've always taken supplements, and for life, getting introduced to For Life, I started taking them. I'm like, yay, this is good. And so far I've been seeing good results. So I know it's not time for testimonials yet, but I can tell you that, you know, I'm happy with what I've seen so far, and I can't wait to for more time to pass for me to see what else there is, right? Because there's so much more that I've not yet tried, and there's still so much to learn. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Bernadette. So we're going to be hearing more from Bernadette, and she has a program called the Anti-Inflammatory Diet. I think that's the name of it. But anyway, I'll be doing some Facebook Lives with her so people can start learning more about what she's doing. And and she's going to be introducing, most likely, our plan is to introduce the green reset. Oh, I can't show it, like our green reset into her system, into her coaching. So that will be great. But she does have lots of recipes and things that she can share with us. And I'm very happy to have her in our team as well. So with that, I am going to now say goodbye to the recording. So thank you, everybody that was here with us through the recording. And don't forget, every Tuesday here, you can join us. We're going to keep the after party because we have some testimonials that we cannot show on the video. So don't leave us, those that are live. What is our topic for next week? So for those that are listening to the video, it is liver. That's how I was confused and I confused Dr. Ronnie. Thank God she didn't let herself be confused. It's liver next week, liver, and the importance of liver with your skin, and to keep that liver cleansed and clean and shiny. All right. Thank you very much. Let's stop this recording and going to